Sivaya Nama, Tiruchitrambalam. Welcome back to our program on Lord Ganesha. This particular program targeted for 100 days on Lord Ganesha and his literatures. As the first day, we are going to consider one of the verses from Thiruñana Sambandar Thevaram, which is the first Tirumurai, 123rd Tirupadigam, which belongs to the place called as Tiruvalivalam. From this, we are going to talk about the fifth verse. This particular verse is very prominent in most of the functions, especially when you want to start with Ganesh Stuti. We are going to talk about this particular verse as the starting verse. Let's look at the verse first. Pidi adan uru umai kolamigu kari adu badi kodu tanadadi vadipadum அவர் இடர் கடி கணபதி வர அருளினன் மிகு கொடை வடிவினர் பயில் வலிவலம் உரை இறையே. This particular verse, the meaning is very simple, as in anyone who worships a devotee, who worships the temple which is based in Tiruvalivalam and who goes to Lord Shiva who resides there, asking for forgiveness, seeking for salvation, Lord Shiva decided to bestow his wishes on those devotees. In order to give his wishes, what he had decided was he took the form of an elephant. And when he takes the form of an elephant, obviously his consort, Lourdes Parvati, also took the form of an elephant. So, because of them, we got a beautiful elephant formed Lord Ganesha. Now, this particular Lord Ganesha is considered to be a boon for all the devotees. We all know what Lord Ganesha had done. If you look at the history of the big, beautiful river called as Kaveri, because that's one of the prominent rivers in India, when we look at that particular river, we know the history behind that. When Agathir, he took all this entire river into a small kamandal, Lord Ganesha was the one who came in the form of a crow, and he just dropped this, and we again got the water source from Kaveri. He was instrumental in the marriage of Lord Muruga with Valli as well. Not only these, there's lots and lots of examples that we can see from Puranas as well as from our Tirumurai itself, as in whatever Lord Ganesha had done to help the devotees. Hence, how did he come up with this form? It is because of Lord Shiva and Parvati who took the form of elephant. And the reason behind them taking this form is to bestow their devotees with blessings and get rid of all the karmic effects from all the previous births. And this particular Lord Shiva, who gave us Lord Ganesha, resides in this place called as Tiruvalivalam. This is how this particular verse concludes. But if you go a little bit more deeper into this particular verse, we can see the concept of sustainability. 2030, the entire world is talking about moving towards a sustainable, zero emission, whatever. We all know the consequences of having or planting trees which is not native to a particular soil, and also growing animals or fish varieties, or even whichever living beings which doesn't belong to that particular place. We know the consequences, and we have seen history has proved it. If you look at it, especially in literatures in Shaivam, we are able to see in the 7th century, Thiruñana Sambandar Swamigal has actually spoken about this concept of sustainability. How is that possible? Yes, he talks about Pidi. Pidi means female elephant. Kari means a male elephant. So he is talking about all these ways of sustainability concept right from the beginning, And even though Trijana Sambandha Swamigal was a very, very young, he was literally a kid, yet you can see such concepts coming from him, which tells us that what level of sustainability was deep rooted in our culture, the Indian culture, the Tamilian culture that we have to be proud about. One another beauty that we can see in this particular verse is, you won't be able to see a word, because in Tamil usually we have letters which is as in the syllables, which is pronounced in a very short syllable, as in a, e, u kind of format. Another one is when you have two, as in two times of that speed, a, e, u kind of words or letters. This particular verse was framed or is framed based on everything with the short syllable itself. As in, if you look at this verse, pidi, adan, uru, umai, kola, migu, kari, adu, everything is like, very, very short. The meaning behind this is very profound. If you look at it, it resonates with every individual who needs to, when we are going to the temple, the first person that we can witness in a temple is Lord Ganesha. You can obviously see with such a beautiful big tummy and a beautiful ears and the long tusk, he sits there magnanimously, right? Now that magnificent statue over there, the idol over there, what does this depict? It is to tell us that however big you are in this world, it could be due to your wealth, due to your beauty, due to your status, or even your education, whatever, name it, right? However big we are, but once we enter the temple, we need to know, or we have to submit ourselves completely to say, sorry Lord Shiva, sorry Lord Ganesha, I am nothing here and I'm completely surrendering to you. Please make sure that I get a salvation from this birth and from all the troubles that I'm going through. That is the significance of the way how this verse has been framed as well. If you look at it, the literature also has a beautiful meaning behind this to tell us how you need to read it, or rather how you need to digest this particular verse. That concludes the first verse. I'll come back again with another beautiful verse of Lord Ganesha very soon. Until then, Sivaya Nama, Tiruchitrambalam.